We work all week. For the most part, we are gears in a machine, swinging a hammer or typing on a screen while subconsciously painting a picture of the weekend's delights. Summer weekends last longer than winter ones, for sure. The way the humidity hits your skin after dark gives you energy to persist into the night. I had been invited to a bachelor party by the guys I played poker with at the time. I declined. The idea of strip clubs has always been an odd one to me. Under no circumstances does it sound fun to stand around in a room drinking beers with a bunch of half-hard dudes. The idea of forced social interactions has always been displeasing. I don't like tradition, even if it leans to the side of degeneracy. It was Friday. The canvas of the weekend I had been painting was one of relaxation. I planned on a nap, then sitting somewhere near the water and drinking beers, perhaps with someone, perhaps alone. It was a time for reflection. I was known for partying, and part of being good at that is knowing when to pull it in. Take a bit of time off so you don't blow it out. I woke up from my nap much later than I thought. The liquor store would close in 15 minutes. I threw on whatever clothes were closest to me and hopped in my truck. I reached the liquor store with 5 minutes to spare. My six-pack is already accumulating condensation as I walk out the door. In the parking lot, there is a bus with dudes smoking cigarettes in front of it. I hear my name. I have run into the bachelor party I declined. "You can get on this bus, or we can make you get on this bus," are the last things I coherently remember hearing that night. A few people yell my name as I enter the interior of the bus. It smells like 10 different cheap colognes. Some, I'd assume, were to cover up the vomit undoubtedly embedded in the seats. Others were to cover up the lack of confidence of dudes on a big night out. The bus was dimly lit with neon lights sporadically about. Just enough visibility to find the cooler of beer or the next line of Coke. I get why people like these things. You're in the lunar module, heading to the surface of the moon. The moon being Atlantic City. Both destinations could be equally dangerous, I suppose. By the time we arrive, there is a bloated bag of recycling in the front of the bus. Everyone meanders slowly around it as we funnel out. The bus driver gives a short speech. This bus is pulling out at 4 a.m., regardless of how many of you are here. When people who do not typically party allow themselves a dalliance, something bad is bound to happen. The cooler of beer comes with us as we parade down the street to the strip club. We take turns carrying the 100-plus beers and ice. We are the pallbearers of our livers and decision-making skills. The bouncer inspects the cooler and catches a few bottles of hard alcohol buried beneath the beers. He confiscates these and our cell phones so we cannot take pictures of the debauchery inside. We are treated like dickish cattle as we are told to behave and enter the club. It smells like 10 different kinds of perfume. Some to cover up the smell of rotten beer-soaked carpet, others to cover up the lack of confidence of the ladies walking around more than half naked. I find a wall to keep my back against as I take in the scene. I keep beers nested between my feet. I sit back and drink while others imagine their fantasy or fall in love. Conversation is impossible in this environment. It's most likely designed that way. The DJ plays the hits, occasionally announces the name of a girl coming up to the stage. "You gotta see what happens," one of my cohorts slurs to me while leaning in and spraying bits of spit and beer onto my face. A large red chair is wheeled to the center of the stage. The DJ calls the name of the bachelor who we are celebrating. He sits and is swarmed by the girls on the stage. What starts out as a public lap dance quickly escalates to a public execution. They tear his shirt off and begin to beat him with his own belt. You can throw money on the stage for them to go harder. It's a moment of fairness where everyone gets to exercise their demons. The finale being over, we head to the casino. Still carrying the now empty coffin of tomorrow's regrets, the cooler gets tucked away in the bus terminal as we head upstairs. We've been robbed of our sobriety, and some our dignity. Why not our money, too? Sticking together in this situation is a priority, as no one wants to get left behind. This is difficult, though, as people are sneaking off to do coke in the bathrooms or nearly getting in fights around every corner. We should not be here, or anywhere. We should be asleep. Word is spread that we need to meet in the bus lobby sooner than later. Warn the others. I make my rounds, rescuing who I can from slots or roulette tables, these pitfalls or punji traps for your wallet. We sit with our cooler in the bus lobby as people slowly roll in. We are all in rough shape. The night has met and then exceeded capacity. Morale is low. I'm broke, drunk, tired, but still reckless. I started to debate whether the cooler would make a fair enough bobsled to shoot down the escalator. Some say yes, others say no. I will be the test monkey. I line it up and inch towards the edge, shoot down at an unexpected rate of speed. I hit the flat and slide 15 feet into the bachelor party. High fives, laughs, we all take turns. I didn't realize the importance of this night. I thought this is how life was going to be, the consistent craziness providing stories for a lifetime. I never saw most of those dudes again. He was amongst the first to get married, but not the last. This tightly knit tribe slowly disbanded. But for that one night, I was heroically involved.